Here we are for the Saturday night edition of my 30 days of 20-minute videos, 2 times 10 minutes, and we've got some music going off here. I don't give a fuck whether it's going to ruin my copyright. I don't need any money out of this. Let's have some music. And this, I love the bitch, Little Debbie. She is a queen, and I listen to a lot of her music. Yes, I hope it's nice and loud for you and you can hear it, and you can see my beautiful Saturday night disco lights. We should probably turn the light down. I'll be back. Okay, here's some more subtle lighting. Hopefully it's more flattering, which I don't think it is. It actually makes me look a bit ghostly, but that's okay. I am a pale person. I was a goth when I was a teenager, so that was fun. I dyed my hair black once as well when I was a raver, and was a raver. That's really hard to say, because when you're my age, you want to include yourself in still being a raver, even if you don't go to raves. So I get into a lot of different music these days, primarily hip-hop and techno. Yeah. As if you know Little Debbie, she's hip-hop queen. Yes, and she's my favourite. I like my 2 favourite hip-hop queens are her and Cash Doll. I think Cash Doll is supreme, and I first heard her with that lovely song So Good, which you should all know by now. If you don't know it, have a listen. So Good, with Big Sean and her going off about some wicked sex. So wouldn't we all love some wicked sex tonight? I wonder how many people out there are actually going to get it. That's one reason why I stopped having relations with males, was because they were such bad fucks. So sorry if that puts you off. Future males, you think, oh my god, maybe she thinks I'm a bad root too. I'm willing to give it a go if you're serious about affection and love. Maybe it doesn't have to be love straight up, but you know, it's got to be there sometime. I'm not one of those girls that just have sex with my friend, and you know, we're just having casual sex and that just works for us. And it's like, no, it doesn't work for me. So this song, and People Moving On Up, was the hero song for when I broke up with my de facto when I was about 20. I lived with him from when I was 18 to when I was 20, and this song came out, and it was like, moving on up, we're moving on up, time to break free, nothing can stop me. So, and it was really funny because at the time that he had like a very good friend that I used to flirt with a lot, and he would know this, and he does know this because he told me he would kill him if I ever did anything with him. So I guess that's one of the reasons why he went the other way from me. Because my ex de facto, he is the type of guy back then. I don't think you're legally allowed to do this sort of thing anymore, but back then he would have gone up to you and said, look, if you don't fucking stop flirting with my girl, I'm gonna fucking kneecap you. And like, he was a rough guy. So he thought he was really like sophisticated and worldly and everything like that, but deep down he was a dog. So, yeah, glad I got rid of him. He cheated on me as well, but by that stage our relationship had already deteriorated. But, you know, there's never place for cheating in a relationship. If you sincerely feel a certain way about a person, you should not be running off and tending to your dick or your fanny or whatever it is. And Americans here in Australia, we call fannies vaginas. Yeah, but like it's not a common word anymore. It's a bit of an 80s word. Retro, you know. But like to me, there's no excuse for cheating. We've got mobile phones these days. People get dumped by a text message. So if I can send your partner a text, we break up, I'm having a fuck tonight, see you later. And, you know, sure, you don't have to be that heartless, but, you know, I think I would rather have one of those heartless messages than actually experiencing, like, finding out afterwards, oh no, you know, he cheated on me and I only just found out and I'm so sad and it was with my friend Sue, and you know, you just you don't want that. So please, people, if you're going to cheat, break up first. And yeah, I have not been in a lot of relationships, but the ones I have been in have taught me a lot. And also the point of not having been in a relationship means that I've like figured out what is good and what is bad, so, and gone along with that. So yeah, I hope you like my pajamas. Saturday night pajama night, because I'm not a nightclubber anymore. I'm a raver grandma. Yeah, I still keep in contact with some people in the techno scene. Not as close friends or anything like that, but you know, like there's obviously Instagram that we all socialise on. I love this song. This playlist is like, it's called I Have Time for This, and it's basically the songs that I like to hear on repeat. You know, I've got a lot of playlists for a lot of different reasons and that sort of thing, but this particular one is like, yeah, man! And like, I just put it on shuffle and listen away. So, one thing I thought I would bring up, but I don't want to like make anyone feel bad about this, but I've been having someone knock on my door late at night, and I don't know who it is. My cameras have been destroyed. My cameras there anyway have been destroyed. And also, like, I don't know whether guys, if it is a guy that's trying to romance me or whatever, I don't know whether guys realise when you're a single girl living at home, living by yourself, having someone knock on your door late at night is quite threatening. And it's not always like, oh, how flattering, he wants to root me this time of night, but he didn't come here around earlier for the date. I'll just let him in and we'll just fuck, you know. Like, man, that is just so off. Like, if you're thinking that, you're a fucking idiot. So, anyway, I still haven't figured out men. And I probably never will. I had a prediction that I will never be in a relationship ever again. And we'll see if that actually happens. 10 minutes. Here we go. So, what do you people do on Saturday night if you're not a night clubber or a pubber? I like to listen to lots of music, read books, colour in, and I like to play with my wardrobe on a Saturday night, and that can often lead to like inspiration for work as well. I don't work at all between Friday sunset and Sunday morning, but I do still get into like having inspiration for work and that sort of thing. So I like that. I like work motivation things. And lately I haven't had anything social going on a Saturday, so I've been doing like research into my stats and stuff like that. Yeah, so if you know, you know. Yes, I am such a lovely person. Didn't expect that one, did you? Now you'll have to watch this video on repeat to see if you can cue the point where I thought of that before I said it. I don't know how many of you have noticed in the video of Pookie and one of the birdies, where we're listening to Bird on a Wire. Here comes Pookie. Bird on a Wire by Harry Fraud, and you can pick the moment where the bird, if you're watching very closely, you can pick the moment when the bird backs off before Pookie dives. And so you can see that little baby Pookie is watching that bird with her eyes, and obviously that bird's watching her as well. So, like, I find that very interesting nature interaction, because normally you would think, oh, the bird would respond to, like, the cat pouncing, but it was the other way around. Cat started to pounce after the bird moved. So, like, Pookie's funny because she is friends with the birds, and she just plays with them. You know, she chases them and stuff like that, but she never actually gets them. And being a wildcat for 3 years, or she's a wildcat full stop, but like being out in the wild for 3 years before she came to me, she would have caught heaps of mice and birds and all that sort of thing, unless she was living outside of a Chinese restaurant. She might have been. She eats weird shit. Hey baby, I can't pick you up, I've got wet nails. You hate that. She hates the smell of nail polish. Most people do. I love nail polish. It's one of my things that I like to do on a Saturday night as well, paint my nails for the week. I actually have a video that I've done probably about 3 or 4 years ago. It is on my YouTube channel, which is this channel, Amanda J 2892. Legalized theft leaves me bereft. I get it straight in the neck. This song rules. Man, this song haunts me as well. Makes me get the jitters. I've never actually been in a courtroom where I've been on trial or I've been suing someone or something like that, but I have been on a jury. And I was integral to that jury as well. It was a case where 2 security guards were being sued by some patrons because the patrons had been bashed by the security guards. allegedly. And what happened was the patrons, there was a male and a female, they were getting it on in the toilets, and the security guards are trying to get them out of there, and they resisted, got it, and from my point of view, and I've been to so many nightclubs I've lost count, you do not deny a security guard his opinion or his request or anything. You always do what they say. They're like the police of the nightclub. So I voted not guilty, and there was only one other person who voted not guilty, so we had to deliberate for a very long time. It was great. We got pizza, and yeah, and to me I was really glad that I was there, because all of those other people, they voted that he was guilty. Oh yeah, well, he hurt them, and it's not that he was doing his job. And he asked them before this all went on, don't do that. So yeah, I should be on more juries, but it takes up a lot of time, and it's in the morning, and you only get to be on jury by request here in Australia, or Adelaide at least, South Australia. Think of one. Oh no. You wait, me and Morrissey are cooking up plans to roast you, fucking meat eaters. Wait till we get together and swap plans. You're gone. Meat eaters. Now you're feeling calm and relaxed. Forget stressing. We are now in session. Old Marin. This song, it psychs me so much, and I like to sing along to it, but I feel really nervous while I'm getting recorded. I haven't practiced heaps, but it's not something just to do. Yeah. I would have to rewind it and start again, which we won't do because that's against the point. Oh, hold on. Let's pause right there. Talking like a boss when you're on the underdog. Shots. This is my time capsule that I was talking about yesterday. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the last video on this playlist. I've got an accurate thing of what I'm talking about. So I did know where it was, and I found it straight away. And I've got things like USB chips in here, valuables, all sorts of, there's perfumes, there's weed, there's all sorts of shit in here. It's got little decorations, and this is my time capsule, and I made this when I was very unwell psychiatrically, and to me, they got it wrong about psychiatric people, but anyway, I believe that I do things a bit more deeper than I normally do things. I stop thinking like a 21st century person or whatever it is. But so, and there's origami in there. Don't know whether you know, but Amanda's an origami expert. And so there's some flyers and shit like that in there, some current information. I think there's even some like drugs, as in like prescription medicine that I was taking at the time and stuff like that. It would make me laugh if those people from the Galloway Horde got in contact with me and started asking me about my family and asking me about myself. See you later.